Good morning, friends. This is Gautham Kolluri from CIP Study Abroad and Immigration. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and previously worked at Mohawk College and Conestoga College as the International Students Recruitment Officer. Welcome to our daily live QA session streamed to our social media channels. Just a reminder, this is a 24/7 Zoom link. We are here Monday to Friday, and this is a permanent Zoom link. Uh, just a quick, we have Bharat here with Squares for PR. But before we dive in, guys, I just wanted a few updates. It's one of the most difficult times in the industry, and I just wanted to share a few updates here on my Twitter. I just posted some uh, things here. So, interesting. What is happening is in Australia, there is a huge refusal. There's a very high refusal rate because the government, post COVID, the government has stopped. Uh, they cut off the number of immigration, and there is from 500,000 was the quota, and they have cut it down to 250,000. And there's a huge risk of high risk of visa refusals. Now, 45% of the applications to Australia are refused. And this is a letter from the Shadow Minister for Education, who is the Senator of Victoria, Sarah Henderson. She is writing a letter to the Australia's government and asking to enforce integrity into the system. So many universities have banned Indian students and few other countries uh, for study in Australia. So this is first time and ever in the history of industry happening where universities are openly banning Indian students to apply to Australian universities. So big time changes in the Australia, and as we know in Canada also we had targeted draws yesterday, and there was uh, a draw, and unfortunately, as we know, targeted draws, general draws, because of the targeted draws, things are getting a bit complicated. And you really, guys, you really, if you are planning to come here to Canada, you really have to, educate yourself and understand who is it, what is the best. So yesterday we had this express entry draw. The CRS score was 529. It was a general draw, and 2,095 invitations were issued. And if you see in the pool, there are almost about 2 lakh 14,000 people in the pool. So the CRS score of 600 to 1200, there are about 1,000 people, and 501 to 600, there are 10,000 plus. So even if we have the next 4 or 5 draws, right, still the CRS is going to hold on to 501. If we have consistent draws, like I mentioned yesterday in the video, the CRS will come down. There are 451 to 500. There are 60,000 people. So it's all about just the IRCC being consistent. If they do two, three big draws, the numbers will definitely, the CRS will definitely come down. But unfortunately, the current situation, immigration has become a political agenda, and it's coming to a point. And added to this, yesterday, we also had the Ontario Provincial Nomination Foreign Worker Stream Skill Trades draw, and 209 notification of interest was sent, and the CRS score, then the score on the ONP score was 53. And unfortunately, a bit of a negative thing. So this is a post I forwarded it as well. It's very foolish. So this guy, he works this. I don't want to point out to him, but basically there was an international graduate who was working with TD Bank. He was making 100,000 plus salaries, and he was using the food bank, which is meant for people going through economical hardships to get money, to get food. And he put a video here, and he was showing how to get food free. And it's just all because this guy wanted to get attention. All these days there are so many silly Instagrammers just for the sake of getting their views and everything. And he unfortunately chose a very wrong topic, and he was fired. And then very unfortunate, this kid, whatever he did was a foolish thing. But again, just think from his perspective and from his parents' perspective, right? Just a wrong, silly idea about showing food bank video and saying that he could actually get food for free, even though he was making, $100,000 more salary, and he was laid off. TD Bank laid him off from work just because of this video. And even, like Maxim Bernard, which is from the Quebec People's Party, he actually also commented on this. All the people got so pissed off that international students who are here to study, they are using, this guy was advising the food to use food bank to get free food. So, guys, please understand that food banks are only for people who are going through economical issues and not for students to save money, right? Food banks are through donations of people, and this is to support the poor people or the economically backward people who do not have money to eat, homeless people, but not for international students. So, unfortunately, don't want to finger point, but this guy lost his future in Canada. And I'm just thinking if he goes to any job and applies, would anybody want to take him, right? So very unfortunate. Yeah. So Bharat, getting back to you, Bharat, are you in our CIP WhatsApp network and Facebook group, Bharat? How did you find about us? Bharat, you can unmute yourself. I've just clicked in.
Uh, I was in your network actually. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I
How
have
can
been
we help?
following the group since long time.
Sure. Please tell me. How can I help you today?
So this is related to my peer process.
Okay.
I have been working here as a supervisor since like more than an year, and
Yes.
I have decided to apply for PR right now.
Okay.
Um, I have some queries related to that because I have worked as an software engineer intern back in India, Hyderabad. So I thought that by that and with my experience as supervisor, I can apply for my peer process.
Yeah, basically PR is a point-based system, right? Express entry is a points-based system. You get points for your age, education, work experience, overseas work experience, Canadian work experience, language abilities. You get points for this. So did you check your CRS code, Bharat? So this session is more a QA session if you have any specific questions. For immigration, I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and we provide immigration services from all the programs, right? From the express entry to any PNP, LMIs, we do all this process. If you have employers willing to support you, we will be able to help you also help prospective students with an LMIA as well, because that will give 50 additional points if you are working. We do not find employers, but if your employer is willing to support you. So, Bharat, so basically, how do you have did you indicate your work experience during your studies you mentioned, right? In your study visa?
Yeah, I did. I did include it in my file actually.
Yes. Okay.
The
So
thing is
work
that
experience gained while you were studying in India. If you are a full-time student for also work experience, it will be considered, but it has to be continuous 1 year work experience in the same knock. Okay. Was it 1 year work experience, Bharat?
yeah, it was more than 1 year actually. It was like
It was
15,
more than
16
one
months.
year. Okay. Do you have the salary statements from your bank, pay stubs, employer offer letter, and all this information to prove that it was a genuine job?
Yeah, I do have them.
You have, then
Uh,
it is fine. You can definitely use it.
the
Yes.
one thing that I was like puzzled about is like the experience letter that I got from my employer is just basic. It is not mentioning
Yeah.
the roles and
So very
responsibilities.
important, guys. Work experience uh, is proof of work experience. The one of the most common reason, or probably the primary reason why a PR application is refused, is because of the work experience. So here, if you look into, let me just show you. So this is This is called the publication operational manual. This is what basically case officers, visa officers look into when you submit. They have to follow this protocol. So this is the guidelines. And if you come here, say there's a proof of work experience. Let me show you. So here, this is the proof of work experience, right here. So the following documents are mandatory for each work experience declared: a reference letter or an experience letter from the employer. This should be on an official document printed on the company letterhead, must include the company's name, the company's contact information, address, telephone number, and email address, the name, title, and signature of the supervisor or the personal officer at the company. Right? So this is very important. It should be on an official letterhead, should include the name, contact information of the company, and also who is signing, and the contact details should indicate all positions held while employed at the company, and must include the following details: job title, duties and responsibilities, job status, dates worked for the company, number of work hours per week, and annual salary benefits. So this is very critical, and job duties is very important. If your job duties does not mention in your is not mentioned in your letter, your PR application will be refused. If the job duties do not match with the NOC lead statement, your application will be refused. So this is very important. You have to provide the job letter. Okay. If you do not have the job letter, the employer, some companies, right, they don't want, some Indian IT companies here in Canada, they make so much headache of this. So in that case, make sure that you have an official trail of communication. So send them an email saying that I'm applying for my Canadian PR, and I need the company to provide me the reference letters. This is linked from the IRC website, which requires the format it is. And make sure that you send them an email and copy all the communication so that you can, if they say no, then you can take the PDF of this email and attach it with your PR application. Okay. Yeah. Bharat, so what was your question, Bharat? Anything
Uh,
specific work experience?
Actually, the second point that you have just said now, it did
I,
not mention the roles and responsibilities because I think it was an intern for like 15 or 16 months.
yeah,
So
that is
they
very
just
important,
mentioned,
Bharat. You have to, your reference letter should have the job duties. Without the job duties, IRCC will not be able to assess what your job role and what you have performed, and that is the reason they will not give you points and they might reject your application.
okay. So
Okay.
right now I will be, as you have just said, I'll be contacting them and asking them to provide a
Yes, very important. I have I have seen many refusals just because of the job letter and not properly uh, posting this. So get this done as soon as possible. Okay.
sure, sure, sir.
Yeah. So, Bharat, did you check your CRS code?
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm like it should be around like 470 or 480. I'm not
That's
getting
very
the desired
fine.
language results, but I'll get it like within 1 month or something.
I hope it works out. Good luck. And if you are in IT, currently Canada is focused on targeted draws. The general draws, the score will be high unless there are consistent draws. So there is basically, I would say, IT, healthcare, IT have the strongest opportunities, highest opportunities to get the PR. So if you're able to get a job in IT, it will help you. Given that you have work experience back home, if you're able to provide the proper, it should be easy for you. And last ONP Human Capital Priorities Tech Draw, I think it was about 468 or 458. So keep me posted. Keep us posted if you need any help. Send an email to info@cipimmigration.com. We provide services for express entry. We charge $1,500 plus taxes. For CIP students, we give a 50% discount for students who have studied in colleges and universities where we have partnerships and we were paid for our services. Okay, so good. Yeah.
So
So I
actually,
kindly.
one more
Uh-huh.
question, sir.
Mhm.
So if I get a letter from my company mentioning the rules and responsibilities, so can I apply by that experience on OANP? Because right now I have been working in as a supervisor in a restaurant, but I didn't still get a job for now.
Okay, so OANP, if you're looking until there are different streams in OANP, right? Under the human capital priorities tag, you can apply if you have at least, like, let me just go through this, okay? So you'll have a better understanding. See, Bharat, we understand a lot of students, we come from families just like this kid today was doing, right? What was he trying to do? He was trying to save money. Unfortunately, it bounced back on him. So we come from backgrounds where we try to save single dollar, and I did the same as well many times where, I skipped lunch when I was a student to save money, right? And I lost my health because of that. So we try to help students. We charge $100 consultation fees, but this is not extra. So when you sign up for a services for PR, for any other services, this $100 will be included in the service fees, right? Unlike other consultants, they just take the money and they give consultation and it is not included. We include the $100 in the fees. Okay. So, schedule a consultation and we can discuss all the immigration programs and prepare a path for you, plan for you in the future. So, getting back to the OANP here, under the OANP, human capital priorities, work experience. Let me show you. You have to meet the FSW or the CEC. FSW is 1 year work experience, continuous work experience from overseas, or cumulative work experience here under the tech jobs. Okay, and work experience here, you have to have at least, see here, right? If it is Canadian work experience, you should have 1 year work experience full in Canada cumulative in the last 3 years. Okay, so base here so work experience in the FSW, if you see at least 1 year continuous work experience, full time or part time in category tier 1 to 3, and your work experience must be obtained in the last 5 years if it is overseas work experience, which is qualifying you. And if it is Canadian work experience in the last 3 years, okay, this is what it should qualify you for the OMP. So there is another program which is OMP International Student Stream. There you can apply without work experience. It is a non-express entry stream. This is a non-express entry stream, and you can apply there, provided your employer has a revenue of $1 million if it is GTA, and they have at least 5 full-time employees who are Canadians or permanent residents. Okay. So I'll post the email address here, Bharat. You can have a separate session for 45 minutes, 1 hour, and we can discuss all about your immigration pathway here. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Take care and good luck. So I kindly request all the people who have joined the Zoom meeting to post a short message, your name and the city you are from, and your query, and I will follow the order of the messages posted. Okay. I think Sai Pradeep was also there, and Sanis was also there, and Pearl also joined in. Yeah, one of you, please go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Pradeep.
Sir, actually, I'm a student here. Like, I've completed my first course
Hmm.
in Conestoga. So my next course is in Georgian College.
Okay.
It's going to start start on May 6th.
Did you
So
apply through
currently,
CIP, Pradeep, for your second program?
no, sir, no, sir.
Should
It
have
was
applied. For our students, we provide extended services 24/7. The Zoom link is active, and we have team to support you, and we provide discounted services. So if you have any friends next time, relatives or friends applying,
sure, sir. Because
what would be
last time also I've joined your session. Like one of my friends shared. Like I was in your CIP group, and also one of my friends shared me this Zoom link, and I see all the updates. So surely I'll do that.
Sure. So how can we help you today? Pradeep?
So currently, I'm hospitalized.
Oh,
So
sorry to hear. Mm.
yes. So the doctors are telling me that at least you need to take a rest for 4 to 6 weeks. So the college which I'm going to join is a public-private college. So I cannot postpone my the course too. So if at all, if I ask them for the online courses or something like that, will it affect my postgraduate work permit?
Oh, so very unfortunate. See, how is your health? What happened, if I mind you asking, Pradeep? You're a
Sure,
Telugu or
sure.
a Tamil?
Telugu, sir, Telugu.
Telugu. Okay, what happened, Pradeep?
So what what happened is, sir, last month or since a month I was coughing a lot. So all of a sudden, recently, from last Saturday, I was spitting up blood after the cough.
We did check in. So, reason I'm asking is I'm a general physician by education. I'm a doctor.
Okay.
So kind of, and I myself was sick for many years when I was a kid. So did you check in? It's basically something with your lungs, right? Coughing and all that.
Yes,
Did you
yes,
check the
yes, yes.
tuberculosis? Many students, unfortunately, when I studied in Eastern Europe as well, because of the change in the weather, there were many students from South India and Bihar who actually had severe tuberculosis. In fact, I had one of my junior who passed away because of cervical tuberculosis. So cold weather makes the bacteria more viral. And so
Yes.
how
So
is everything, Pradeep? Yeah.
so as of now, the cough got controlled because with the antibiotics which they've given. So on Saturday I got
Was it
admitted.
pneumonia? What happened? What is the medical
So
diagnosis?
the doctors are not sure about. So they have confirmed it that there is a infection on my left side of my chest. So they
Mm.
are not sure why you were spitting up the blood. So yesterday I went through bronchoscopy. So I'm still waiting
You,
for.
what I suggest you, Pradeep, see, I had a similar situation. I had severe
Mhm,
arthritis and I was not treated properly in Ukraine. It was back in 1996. And I
mhm.
actually was hospitalized for 2 years because I did not go home. One thing which I would want, again, we are an ethical consultant, and Canada has a very good healthcare, high quality healthcare system. But again, it is India is much better when it comes to the speed of getting medical help. So my
I get it.
advice my advice for you, Pradeep. So I did a video previously about authorized leave of absence. Okay.
Mhm.
uh, Authorized leave of absence. I know what is your program you are enrolled.
I enrolled in project management.
Project management. So there is an option called authorized leave of absence.
Mhm,
What I suggest you is contact the college, get an authorized
mhm,
leave of absence, and transfer your class next semester to September intake to the Barry campus.
mhm,
Okay, go home and get treated. You are alone here. You do not have help. It's emotionally very difficult. I know it is a difficult situation to ask you, parents coming in with a sick child. I've been through it myself, and I was in the
mhm,
hospital for 2 years, and I still need a
mhm,
hip replacement surgery for the foolishness what I did when I was very young. So my advice for you is, right, there is an option called authorized leave of absence. So here, right, authorized leave of absence. How do you get authorized leave of absence? What counts as authorized leave from your studies? There are few cases where you may be able to take leave of up to a 150 days from your program and still be considered actively. However, you need to tell us if you are taking authorized leave. So, the authorized leave should be authorized by your DLI, and it should not be longer than 150 days. Okay.
mhm,
So you can take authorized leave due to medical reasons of pregnancy, family emergency, death or serious illness of a family member, or any other reasons if your school authorizes. Okay.
mhm,
Or your school has court permanently strike your change schools. And so you have a legal reason. My advice for you is take a authorized leave of absence, go home, get your health in proper place, come back, and with the authorized leave of absence, even if you take a break between your studies, it will not affect your postgraduate work permit eligibility. Okay. Uh, Georgian College, we work very closely with Georgian College. One of the
Mhm.
campus managers, the director, I know her very well, and also one of the directors of Georgian ILAC, very nice guy, Saurabh, right? Saurabh. You can reach out to them. If you don't have his contact, I can connect you with them and think
Sure,
about it.
sure. Sure, sir.
Right? Send,
So
you have
here the
my
doc.
number?
Sorry, sir.
You have my number?
Oh no, sir. I don't have your number.
Okay, let me just. So, guys, if you send a WhatsApp message to this number, you will get an auto reply with the WhatsApp group. Okay, and the other links as well. So, please make sure that you can call me later in the evening, but my this is my sincere advice because I have made silly mistakes in my life until now. I lost my hip joint, and if you see my hand as well, right, I've lost my wrist joint. All the injections they put in, and I had arthritis, wrong treatment, and I lost my hip joint. I cannot move my hand. Very limited here. So go home, Indian weather, your parents, you will get much better.
Yes, sir. So, sir, here they are like, what they are telling is, if at all, if you are affected with any pneumonia or TB or something because of that, if you are spitting up the blood, so you might not travel other like out of the country. So you have to be isolated, and also they were telling me in this way. So if something like that detected, so like I won't be having an option to move out of the country, right?
Let's get the official diagnosis. Keep me posted.
Okay.
Give me a call.
Sure,
If
sure,
I miss your call, just send me a text message and we will follow
sure,
up and I'll do my best to help you. Okay.
sure, sir. Thank you so much.
I hope it is not. And again, I survived all this and you will
Mhm.
survive as long as you are eating well. Have a positive mindset and everything will work out. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome, Sai. Like, send me a WhatsApp message. Okay.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yeah. Shivani is here.
Yes, sir.
Shivani, I have a meeting with Conestoga now and I will have to jump in with you. I'll stop the live stream. Okay. I'll be back in half an hour.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Guys, I have a meeting with Conestoga College and I will be back in half an hour. I will stop the live stream, but the Zoom will be happening and my team here.